Hey everybody, this is Andrew from Androidica.com giving you a quick look at Sherpa, the location awareness app for the MyTouch 3G. But as you can see, I'm running this on my G1 courtesy of a leaked copy of the app that came out recently. You can visit our website Androidica.com for more information on how to get a copy of it for yourself. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at Sherpa. Sherpa is something we've covered previously as Geodelic. It's an app that is a location awareness app, but it has something called adaptive learning. Basically, over time, you clue it in onto the things you like, and then without you having to tell Sherpa, it'll start letting you know when there's a restaurant you'll probably like, when there's a shopping area you'd like, or an event that may be of interest to you. So right now we're going to take a look at a couple of things that Sherpa can do. Okay, the first thing we're going to take a look at is using the carousel in Sherpa. Now, when you use the carousel, it's to move along to new locations. You get a quick glimpse of their address. Some stores have ratings from other users. And the further you move along to the right, the further in distance you have to travel from your central location. If you ever want to get back to that central location, you click this button right here in the left corner. But let's say you want to scroll down and you want to find out more information about a store that has ratings on it. Okay, here we're looking at the coffee pot. We're seeing the store address. We see ratings from other users. When you press the call button, that launches it in the dialer. When you press the route button, you'll see a link to Google Maps to get directions to the location. And as you scroll down, you'll typically see reviews from City Search, which is going to be editorial, and Yelp, which are going to be more of a user reviews. These are regular consumers like yourself. And for coffee shops, I've noticed this at the bottom. It typically has a link to New York Times, to Moby Zines. I'm not sure if these are ads or just part of the app for suggested reading when you're getting your morning coffee. Maybe you want to take a quick glance at the news. But the most important feature in Sherpa, when you get to locations, you're going to notice these two little thumbs up signs and a thumbs down sign. This is how you cue Sherpa into what you like. So if I tell Sherpa that I don't like this place, it's going to know in the future, do not recommend places like the coffee pot. If I tell it that I do like it, it switches to a green thumbs up sign, and it adds to my profile. The adaptive profile builds up over time. So as you keep telling it more coffee locations, as you keep telling it more Chinese restaurants, more Italian restaurants, what have you, it's going to know what type of food you like, what type of location you like. So let's say you're out of town you're not in New York anymore, you go to Miami. This is going to find a Chinese restaurant in Miami that you might like, and it's going to provide a suggestion for you. Obviously, the carousel, the information it displays could easily be displayed in map mode or in list mode, and Sherpa offers both, but the carousel is what probably people are going to prefer to use. It's a different way than what you've seen before. It's a nice way of looking at the app. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is go to a location. Sherpa allows you to search based on your current GPS coordinates, a few suggestions they make, or in your history in case you want to revisit an area. So I'm going to search through my history, and let's say I'm going to look for some skating products. Okay, now it automatically updated because I performed the skate search, but the problem is Sherpa doesn't provide category-specific searches. So when I search for skate, let's say I'm looking to buy skating clothes, I'm getting a location about rentals for skating, I'm getting a skate, bike, and surf shop, two of them actually, and then another scooter, skate, and bike shop. But it doesn't feature a skateboard shop called MIA, which is pretty much the most respected one in this vicinity. So I'm going to perform another search to see if I can get it that way. Now again, it doesn't provide category specific searches, but that's not really the aim of Sherpa. Sherpa is more about building up your profile. So now when I search for skateboard, there it is, MIA Skateboard Shop. I bring it up. Okay, and now as you see, I've already indicated to Sherpa that I enjoy the app. It has the green thumbs up from me. You see a Yelp review there. So this is part of what I was saying about building a profile. Even though you don't get a category specific search, over time Sherpa's going to learn that I'm into skateboarding, I'm into coffee, I'm into Chinese food. Maybe someone else might be into comics, so it'll let them know when a skating event is happening, when a comic event is happening. So maybe ESPN is coming into town for some type of exhibition with skateboarders and motocross and things of that nature. Sherpa's going to realize he searches a lot for skateboard stuff. He probably would be interested in going to this event, and they're going to let me know in this general area right here. You're going to see events come up. Okay, now we're going to take a look at some of your entertainment options. You can go and you can get bars and nightclubs, you can get movie theaters, you can get arts and culture. Like I said, that's going to be your museums, your art galleries, things of that nature, opera houses. But let's take a look. Let's say you're someone who's into rock music and you go to bars and nightclubs. It doesn't really tell you at a glance what type of place it is. But when I made a search for rock, as you see, I found a number of places, but I also found some places that had some bars and nightclub icons. This has a shopping icon, but it's actually a lounge and a club. So Pawn Shop Lounge, it's a pawn shop theme club. I'm going to click on that really quick. There's some lag or there's some problems. Please forgive me. But like I said before, it's the same concept as we saw earlier. You got your call, your route, your like and dislikes to help aid your profile. But I just want to make sure I showed one of the City Search editorial reviews. And this gives you an editorial about what you can expect when you go to pawn shop. And you get tips of when to go. So the reason this came up most likely is because when I searched for rock, as you noticed in the tips, it says Revolver, Indie Rock, Friday nights. So that helps you know what type of establishment you're going to. It also has pictures of has some pictures inside, so you get a glimpse of what pawn shop is like when you go to the club. And let's look at some other entertainment options last. Now we're going to go to movies and entertainment. This is going to tell you about DVD rental places. It's going to tell you about movie theaters and Pleasure Emporium. Wow, okay. That's pretty much an adult establishment. You got your Blockbuster videos and some smaller cinemas. And here we have a big cinema in this area, Regal Cinema, South Beach 18. Give you some more reviews. You can call them to get movie times. You can get route and get directions. And again, I've starred that I like this, so Sherpa knows that I like entertainment basically. So as time progresses, like I said, it's gonna figure out more things about me, and it's gonna be more in tune with what I want and what I expect from the app. Sherpa is not gonna impress you when you load it up for the first time, most likely, but you just gotta remember that the hook is the adaptive learning feature, and you gotta give that time to develop. And once it does, Sherpa might actually be a pretty useful app for you. This is Andrew from Andronica.com telling you to be sure to log on to read our full reviews, read more app reviews, news, tips, and other things related to Android.